I am 90 years old. 90 years old. And if I could walk back through time for one quiet afternoon, I would not chase success, money, or applause. I would take a young man by the shoulders and tell him to stop wasting his life chasing women who were never meant to stay. Listen to me, son. When you are young, attention from women feels like proof that you matter. It feels like sunlight on your face after a long winter. But most of the time, it is only warmth passing by, not a fire you can build a life around. I spent years trying to impress girls who barely remembered my name a week later. New haircut, new jokes, new promises, always performing. Like a street musician playing louder and louder, hoping someone will throw a coin. And do you know what happened? Time kept walking, quietly, patiently. While I was busy chasing smiles, the real parts of life were slipping out the back door. Listen carefully. Chasing women is not love, it is hunger. And hunger never says thank you. You start measuring yourself by who looks at you, who texts you, who laughs at your jokes. And slowly, without noticing, your self-worth moves into other people's pockets. It is like pouring water into a bucket with no bottom. You keep pouring. More charm, more time, more energy. But the bucket never fills. I had a friend named Daniel, good man, funny, loyal. Women liked him. He spent his 20s moving from one relationship to the next, like a traveler changing trains. He always said the right woman was just around the corner. Another date, another night out, another promise that this one would be different. Years passed, then decades. One day I visited him in a small apartment that felt quieter than a closed library. He looked at me and said something I never forgot. Daniel said, "I knew many women, but I never built a life." That is the trap, son. Attention feels like progress, but it is motion without direction. Like running on a treadmill placed in the middle of your youth. Ego feeds on it. Pride loves it. Your friends clap. Your phone lights up. And you think you are winning. But real life is being built somewhere else. Quietly. By people who are learning skills, building families, fixing their character. I understood this too late. When my wife was lying in a hospital bed, machines humming like tired insects, I sat there thinking about all the years I spent chasing attention instead of becoming the man she truly needed. The room was quiet. My phone was quiet. My ego was quiet. And in that silence, I could hear time dripping away, like water from a cracked ceiling. So, listen to an old man. First lesson. Stop chasing people who only enjoy your attention. Build something inside yourself instead. Learn skills. Read books. Take care of your body. Become steady. Become useful. Second lesson. Choose one woman carefully, not many women casually. Love grows slowly, like a tree pushing roots through stubborn soil. If you keep transplanting the tree, it never becomes strong enough to give shade. Third lesson. Protect your time like it is the last candle in a dark room. Because one day you will wake up old, and the candle will already be small. I am 90 now. Most of the noise of life is gone. No crowds, no attention, just quiet mornings and long memories. And I can see clearly what actually mattered. It was never the number of women who looked at me. It was the man I was becoming while nobody was watching. So, slow down, son. Stop running after every smile that passes your way. Build a life that will still be standing when the music stops. One day you might reach my age, and you will sit in a quiet room like this, thinking about what you chased and what you built. I hope those two things are the same. But if they are not, the silence will be very heavy. That is the weight of wasted years. I am tired now. A few years ago, I attended Daniel's funeral. The church was small. Only a handful of people sat in the wooden benches. No wife beside the coffin. No children holding each other. Just quiet faces trying to remember stories. I stood there thinking about the young man he used to be. The charming one. The man who always had another date waiting. But time does not applaud charm. Time only respects what you build. Careers, character, family, things that still exist when youth disappears. I wish someone had shaken my shoulders when I was 30. I wish someone had said, stop performing, start building. But nobody did. So I am telling you, not to control you, not to judge you, just to place a small warning sign on the road ahead. You can ignore it. Most young men do. But if one sentence stays with you, let it be this. Do not spend your best years trying to be desired. Spend them becoming a man who is worth staying with. Because attraction fades like chalk in the rain, but character ages like strong wood. And when you are 90 like me, wood is what keeps the house standing. I can hear the clock in this room. It sounds louder every year. Tick, tock. That is time walking away from us. So choose carefully what you run after. Chase growth, chase purpose, and if love comes, hold it with both hands and stay. That kind of life feels quiet, but quiet things last longer. I have said enough. My voice is getting tired. Just remember the old man talking to you tonight. I am sitting at the far end of life, and I can see the road behind me. It is shorter than it looked when I was young. Do not waste your distance. Build something lasting.